A Clayton County attorney spent 2 nights in jail after police arrested her for trying to remove an alleged squatter from her home. Good evening. I'm George Estevez.
Hello, I'm Wendy Corona in for Linda Stouffer.
That alleged squatter remains in the Clayton County house more than 3 months after an eviction battle began. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here now. And Justin, the homeowner is the one facing criminal charges here, not the squatters.
George, the Clayton County homeowner says she showed up to the house because she thought the alleged squatter had finally moved out after losing a court judgment. Instead, the Clayton Sheriff's Department says that homeowner performed an illegal eviction.
They've been squatting, and if they have to get somebody killed, they'll do it.
Calm down.
From Clayton County Sheriff's body camera, you can see the homeowner, Lalitha Hale, taken away to jail, not the alleged squatter at this Livingston Drive home.
She's going to be charged with criminal damage to property for all of your belongings. Criminal trespass as well for her coming in here.
I spent the night on a mat on a concrete floor in deplorable conditions while this woman, this squatter, slept in my home.
Lalitha Hale says this all started back in August when she called police after finding Sakimia Johnson in the house.
How can she not be a squatter when I don't know this person? I've never had any type of contractual relationship with this person.
But a Clayton County magistrate judge ruled under the new Squatter Reform Act, Sakimia Johnson did not qualify as a squatter. The sheriff's deputy can be heard on body camera telling Hale to think of things from the alleged squatter's point of view.
But just think of it from this perspective, though. Everybody isn't as fortunate as you to have a bed. No, I'm just saying, a bed, the little things.
To see that woman walk into my mom's house while I was in a police car, something is wrong with this picture. Something is inherently wrong with this picture.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about a pretty wild story out of Clayton County, Georgia, involving a homeowner by the name of Lalitha Hale, who was arrested while attempting to remove a squatter from her home. And this story right here is going mega viral because this is just an example of some of the lunacy that happens in this country, where if you are a hardworking, law-abiding citizen and you saved up money, you bought a home, I don't know, maybe you decided to rent out a home to make some money, right, to try to build some of that generational wealth, due to the fact that it seems as if we have too many people in this country that lack common sense, you can get punished for these things, okay? If some criminal decides that they want to stay in your house for whatever reason, okay, they just want to move in and say, hey, this is my place, yeah, you can get screwed, okay? In fact, you can end up getting arrested, like this woman got arrested. And I want to talk about her story because I think her story is so ridiculous that we must bring attention to it. But first, I want to play a clip explaining how the new Georgia squatter laws were supposed to avoid these types of situations happening. But this individual we're going to talk about, the squatter in this story, slipped through the crack.
New at 5. Georgia's new tougher penalties against squatters are now the law of the land.
The new law comes after a series of Channel 2 Action News investigations exposed the loophole squatters were taking advantage of. Now, consumer investigator Justin Gray is looking into how local police departments are using their new powers to criminally charge squatters.
Karen, we've been reaching out to police departments, solicitors general, and local magistrates about this to see if criminal citations are now being written to squatters. Many of the departments tell us they are still trying to figure out how all of this is going to work, but South Fulton has already created a special task force just to go after squatters, armed with the authority of this new law.
I know everybody thinks you can go in the house and squat and sit there. That law changed the other day. That law changed the other day.
When police officers knocked on the door of this South Fulton home this month, armed with new powers to cite squatters criminally on the spot, the suspected squatters ran out the back door.
All these fake leases and I got receipts for this and I rented this. Nope. That's over with.
So we're basically putting these squatters on notice. The laws change.
Y'all squatting in my house.
It was a very different scene earlier this spring when police were called to Paul Callan's DeKalb County home.
They'll break in your house and then use the law to stay in there. Where is it?
You have the lease, ma'am? I do. Don't worry about the lease.
Yeah, bro, you got a full lease.
Police body camera video was rolling as officers were handed what they suspected was a fake lease.
So you got somebody with a fake lease?
Yeah, I think the lease is fake, but, you know, it's no way I can prove it.
So the officers just left, told Callens and the suspected squatter it's not a criminal matter.
This will take time. Like,
we can't put you out because we're not here for that. And he have to deal with it with law courts and so like that.
They shouldn't be in there for, a minute. They should be, out immediately.
Are you selling a squatter home right here? After an exclusive Channel 2 Action News hidden camera investigation and a series of viral Channel 2 Action News squatter stories, Georgia lawmakers rewrote the law on squatters, spelling out that this is a crime that must be dealt with in magistrate court in a matter of days, not weeks or months.
So this is no longer a civil matter. Once this law was passed, it has now became a criminal offense.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? The lawmakers in Georgia passed a law to not only make this a criminal matter, but also to expedite the process of the squatters getting kicked out of the homes, right? However, despite going through this process, this woman still ended up getting screwed, okay? She got arrested and charged for an illegal eviction, right? Evicting somebody that is not supposed to be on her property. She got charged for it, okay? And also damaging that person's property, which is not supposed to be on her property. Again, an insane story. So without further ado, let's get into it.
He wants you to come out. He wants you to come out. Y'all have to go out. He wants you to come out. No, he wants you out. No, he wants you out. Come on in.
Caught on camera, a Georgia homeowner confronts an alleged squatter and is eventually arrested after attempting to get back inside her own home. Joining me now is Lolita Hale. She is in charge with criminal trespass. She's outraged that she spent a night in jail while someone slept in her home. Ms. Hale, I have to tell you, first, I was really excited to speak to you to tell your story here because I can only imagine how frustrated you were behind all of this. How did the alleged squatter actually get into your house to begin with?
Well, on this particular occasion, we cleaned up. We spent an entire day, the day before, cleaning out the house because it was trashed. And we thought she was gone. And the next morning we went back to paint to get the house ready for to be rented out. And she was there. She had broken the lock off.
Ms. Hill, I can only imagine your frustration. Your first thoughts were, oh, heck no, I'm sure.
Right. I'm like, I'm just not believing this, that she had the audacity to break the law, to re-enter my home.
Now, how have police helped you since all of this started, and where are you now with everything?
They have not been of any help. The local law enforcement nor the local courts have been much of any help.
Ms. Hale, why were you arrested, though? Help us understand that you own the home. You clearly can show that you have ownership of this home. This person is not an authorized renter. How did it happen that you ended up in handcuffs?
Your guess is just as good as mine. I would have never imagined in a million years that not only myself, but any homeowner would be arrested as a result of a squatter being in their house. That's just no logical explanation. I can't explain it.
Yeah, it's insane, right? It's insane. It's even more insane when you think about the fact that not only are police completely useless in this situation, the police also told her, no, you got to understand, think about it from the standpoint of the less fortunate, right? Of the fact that this squatter may not have a bed to sleep in every night, okay? As if anybody's supposed to give a damn about that, right? I'm not the type of person that really gives a damn about able-bodied people who can work, refusing to work, and whether or not they have a roof over their head, okay? I hate when people do that, right? I hate when people tell me that I gotta suffer because of people who refuse to work, people who refuse to get a damn job. Able-bodied individuals, grown-ass men and women who are lazy. Oh, no. You got to think about it from their perspective. They don't have a roof over their head every night. They don't have a comfortable bed to sleep in. I don't give a damn. Okay, I don't give a damn. They didn't get a job. Okay, go out there and work like the rest of the people in this country. Okay? But yeah, I think that's the worst part about it. The worst part about it is not just that she was arrested, but the cops tried to tell her to think about the squatter. Wow.
You've been a homeowner now for a while, I understand. Ms. Hale, what happens that the laws seem to favor squatters over the homeowner? Where is that gray area, and what are you learning from this situation?
What I've learned in this particular county, Clayton County, is that the judges, the magistrate court judges there, do not understand the law, or they're not interested in the law because they don't seem to be applying it.
Ms. Hale, you own this home. This person is still in your home, or are they out of it now?
To my knowledge, she's still in my home.
Okay. I
have been instructed not to go to my home until I get a writ.
Okay.
And yes, I am paying the mortgage there still.
So you're still.
Wow, incredible, right? Imagine paying for somebody else that you don't know to stay in your home. Now, just so you guys have more clarity in regards to what happened here, how this happened. Well, it all started in August, okay? The homeowner found alleged squatter, Shakamia Johnson, in the home, right? And called the police. Now, the squatter was cited under the Georgia Squatter Reform Act, right? The tougher law. Now, the Clayton County Magistrate Court Judge, Latrivia Lates Johnson, right? Again, notice the names of all these individuals involved here, right? Tells you everything you need to know, okay? Rule that the squatter is not a squatter because she is related to a previous evicted tenant's partner, right? So essentially, the judge says, okay, this person is not actually really a squatter because they're related to the partner of a previous evicted tenant. Now, again, the homeowner has no idea who this person is, how they got there, why they're there, right? But again, this judge ruled that, hey, you know what? Not a squatter, right? Not a squatter. And because the seemingly woke judge made this ruling protecting the squatter, anytime police go to the home to try to kick out the squatter, they can't do anything because the squatter says, no, the judge says I'm not a squatter and I can stay here. So this started a multi-month court battle with multiple filings, hearings, appeals. Even the squatter filed bankruptcy at one point. And the magistrate judge finally issued a judgment in the homeowner's favor. Okay, now this was done on November 18th, except the squatter didn't actually move out. And when the homeowner came over to start to clean up the house, to repaint things, to get it ready for the next tenant, the locks were broken and found out that the squatter was still there, right? And at that point, the homeowner tried to kick out the squatter, like forcibly, okay? At one point, allegedly, the homeowner threatened to go get her gun, which is what led to her charges, which are criminal trespassing and a misdemeanor for terroristic threats, which, again, is insane to think about, right? Absolutely insane. But apparently, where this woman went wrong, the homeowner, is that she had been waiting for weeks for a document signed by the magistrate judge called the right of possession in order to legally evict the tenant, right? So imagine, again, going through all this as a homeowner, all these legal proceedings, going back and forth, trying to kick somebody out of the house that you don't know at all, right? You have no clue why she's there. You try to get her out with the police. You can't do it. And you have to wait for a judge who clearly is taking their time to actually do what they're supposed to do, right? To enforce the law. Meanwhile, as the homeowner, you're losing money, okay? Because that's opportunity cost. You could have had the house rented out to another tenant. You could have been making money, but you're making mortgage payments for somebody else to stay there. And when you finally get fed up enough after going through the legal proceedings and ultimately winning, you get fed up enough to say, you know what? No, you got to get out now. It's not the squatter that gets charged or arrested. No, it's you. You get charged and arrested. You get punished. Insanity. Absolutely insane. This is a nightmare scenario.
Still paying a mortgage there. This woman is still in your home. You've been told you can't go back to the home until you get a court-ordered writ?
That's correct.
And so where are you in the process now? What's next here? And when will you be able to get back into your home?
I have no clue when I will be able to get back into my home. I did speak with the court on last week, and I was informed that a hearing would be scheduled for, I guess, some type of evidentiary hearing on her appeal. Although she has not met any of the statutory requirements in order for her to have an appeal. So I don't know why we're having a hearing, but
I have not received notice of a date.
And in all of this, you don't have access to your property. You don't know what kind of damage is being done, and you're still the one paying the mortgage on this home. Ms. Hale, know that we are concerned and keep us updated on this process.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow. Insane. Absolutely insane. Remind me to never purchase a home at all in Clayton County, Georgia, right? Just don't purchase a home there, because if it just so happens that some stranger breaks into your home and they just stay, okay, and they don't go anywhere, and they happen to be related in some way to the previous tenant, then some woke judge may go out of their way to help the squatter stay in your home. And then you will get punished for trying to enforce your property rights, right? That's what this is about. This is about property rights, okay? That is part of the foundation of what made this country great in the first place. Property rights, okay? What's mine is mine, okay? And nobody else can use it if I don't give them permission to use it. This is against one of our fundamental rights. That's what's happening, okay? This is a tragedy. But hey, you know, this is what you got to deal with when you have incompetent people in position of power, right? Whether that be in the judicial system, the lawmakers, police, whoever, right? When you have these types of individuals running stuff, this is exactly what you got to deal with. This is what you got to deal with. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.